Okay, I have a replacement or a new version of my simple bracket, and here it is for the Wyze sense. And what this does is it replaces the original back of the sensor. So you take that off, and obviously you probably have a battery in yours, but it has basically these little clips. I've reinforced them to make it nice and tight, but it's pretty simple. You just mount this where you want it. Don't tighten up the screws too much, just make it so it's gonna stay. If you over tighten it, it might break the plastic or deform it, and then you just clip it on. So just like that, and then it will stay. And then the same thing with the magnet portion. I tried to make something a little more low profile, and I'll go into how some of these details after I kind of show it, but for this one, after you screw it down, you would essentially just kind of slide it into place, if I can hold it properly while I do it. So there we go, and it would look like that. Just it goes down below those lips so it can't come out sideways, and then the clip things just kind of hang over the top. And to get it out, you can just pull it out. It just takes a little bit of effort, but it doesn't just come out on its own. It's in there pretty good. So I do a thing called a slam test where I put it on a board and try to hit it off as hard as I can. So past that. All right, so if you want to stick around and kind of see some of the details of what I did, then here it is. So first off, I obviously had to make this a little bit thicker than the original backing. The original backing is about that thin. So I added this material on the bottom to make it so that the screws have enough room so that they don't hit the circuit board or the battery. And I also added that little lip right there. There used to be on the original, I don't know why I don't have an original one right here, but they had like a little cross on it to like keep the battery in place. These little circles do the same job. So that's that. You can see that I actually reinforced these. I was originally trying to mimic them as close as possible to the original, but they were either too loose, or if I made them too tight, they would break. So I added this. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, but I don't have to conform to what they were doing. So I added that reinforcement, and now they're really tight. I can't break these off by hand. So I'm pretty confident in them, and that makes it so that it's nice and tight. Oh, backwards. It's nice and tight, but still strong. So that's that on this one. It's just a simple compliant mechanism, but there are some little key details. The original, well, not the original, but one of my first versions, this kept going down straight, and that actually prevented this from flexing. So I angled that so that it would be on this side of the middle, the center of the arm, and that allows it to flex even when it's mounted against something. So and then I flattened this out and just made the lips on the side so that you could stick it in and rotate it like that, and it'd be easier. So yeah, just lots of little trial and error. I probably printed like 30 of these and broke them. So that's pretty much it. I already have these listed on Etsy, and I'm selling them in a 2-pack. These really don't take very long to print. They take about 20 minutes each. So my pricing model is just basically $1 every 20 minutes. But it's really kind of not worth it for me to just package up like $2 orders. I've kind of priced out my time, and that just, it makes it so that I don't want to do it. But for some reason, that extra dollar at $3, it does give me enough motivation to want to do it. And so what I'm doing with these is 2-pack for $4, and that way it kind of sticks with the pricing model, but it makes it so that it's a big enough dollar amount to want to package up. So that's that. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have it, or if you're one of the people that I offered this as a prototype to, and it doesn't have the reinforcement, and you're having issues with it, go ahead and message me on Etsy and I can send you out new ones that have the reinforcement. And there's not very many of you. There's like maybe 4 or 5, but I stand by what I do. And so if you have one that is having problems, just let me know. All right. And I've got some other stuff coming soon. I'll show you some really cool things in the next few videos.